no way they'd be moving him if there was a problem. The British Marshal, the British man to do. We're on the international straight now, past the wing. Oh! Shaking the head, shaking everybody goes. Marc Marquez, Valentino Rossi shootout, surely. Rins has come to play on the Suzuki. Well, we might have two of them for a moment as well, if he can get that Yamaha to work.
Yeah, well, the crash has sort of worked for him at Vignales. It's got rid of a few of the quick... High side coming out of the first corner. You don't see a lot of people do that.
You really, really don't.
So,
off contender to Marc Marquez in this championship.
Here we go. I'm going to take
another look at it then. So we can see he starts from the second row of the box start, and that's what caused the trouble, because round the outside is coming Dovizioso, and Dobby found himself on the outside of it and had nowhere to go at all. So big high side from Pep.
Hang on,
I'm not sure about that. I think we have talked quite a lot about Rins, because he's a slow burner here in the commentary.
Slow burner, but he's not at the
temperatures. Just maybe that Suzuki is up for it. It won here how long ago in the hands of Maverick Vignales. I know there was difficult conditions, but actually that looks, you lay like that when you've banged your back. Got time to recover from the actual physical pain, but not the mental pain that he's going through right now. Back at the front we go at 2 minutes, 0.661, and of course the fastest race lap record, 2 minutes. Dobby up on his feet.
Yeah, actually, he looks better than I thought now.
I think he might have that. Marquez under pressure from a man we didn't think it would be. By the time we got to race, though, it's been a long time since we've seen a Suzuki win here in sunny conditions. He had nearly half a second advantage in qualifying over Valentino Rossi in second place in qualifying. Up, turn 11, and then that fast farm left-hander before we back down to first gear for the loop, which has also got the penalty long lap around.
Fast laps on Marquez, he's stretching the field. You can see it's quite spread out if you think about it. We're only on lap 2.
Too deep.
It's always Vignales. Look at Vignales back there.
Look at Morbidelli all over Vignales as well.
Both these Yamahas as quick as he can. Smoke will work his way through. Watch this. Rins gets sucked in. Actually, Marquez was in a little bit hot, and that really put...
Your braking point should be where your turning should be. So another lap record as the fuel levels go down. Will get quicker and quicker until the tyres have gone off to a point where is playing a smooth game here, and it's going to be about being smooth, I feel, with these tyres, and that's probably going to be breaking the lap record. Will the Honda use the tyres?
Well, the plan A was to break them, to get a deep...
Trucks though still there in 6th place. Jack Miller hasn't had the start he would have liked. He's in 7th place at the moment. Paul Espargaro on the British Grand Prix. Still Rins. Look at the way that Suzuki turns. That is just a beauty.
He's had success around here in the past, and at the tracks like, Alex Rins is rear tyre now. Look at them both.
Yeah, both went.
Wow.
That was Dobby riding up. Wow, look at that. The last time I saw somebody do that was Trevor Nation out of Clearways at Brands Hatch.
Yeah, I thought he round his hips
as well. Yeah, some riders choose not to have it around their hips. Of the Honda. Now then. Down the back straight, the hanger straight, fastest part of the course, 200 and up to the limit. That was not losing. I know he was well in the slipstream at the time, but it didn't lose a yard. And I reckon most of that is coming out of Chapel. He's able to just tap it in that fraction earlier. So he's
section. You can see the Suzuki. He can run in a little bit quicker, and he doesn't go wide.
Sounds beautiful.
Well, you go through turn 12. That's the fast corner, and then as you get on the brakes into that. Well, it's one of those sections you can, you know what I mean?
At the moment, but he's 1.3 seconds shy of this man, Alex Rins. Rossi has not had the pace to go on 58.1 that Marc Marquez did. Says it all. 1 point already, a long way out. They know what laps they're doing, actually, time-wise. It's up on their dashboard. The back of Marquez. Rins is looking for a win here. That Suzuki, I would suggest, will use its tyres. Maverick Vignales looking to gain pride over the Doctor in 3rd place. We know has late race pace, but if it drops away too far, they are nearly... But the way that Suzuki is looking, particularly up through Cox and then on to Maggotts and Beckett's and look back to Rossi, Vignales, Morbidelli. There is Cal Crutchlow still there in 6th place, seemingly Yamaha.
Cal's lap times are the exact same as Valentino Rossi's, so, if he keeps...
Kaki Nakagami's now got in front of the KTM man, Paul Espargaro, curves their Rins, and he said to me, I said to him, you're a any disrespect from Marquez, that's for certain, we saw it, didn't we? And he said, I used to be a little bit timid, but not now. And Marquez is going to have to fight with fellow Spaniard. bring Valentino Rossi and Maverick
The lap times, yeah, they go across the line, they'll be... Last time round, they're doing 2 minutes, 0.4. Do you know what's happened, Keith? With Rins and Marquez messing around, so he sets his fastest lap, the gap's now down to 1.5. We could have a race on here still.
Marquez has realised, it reminds me of Phillip Island a little bit with Marquez, where he backed off and let his tyres come back to. And A is you blast off across the line, what is it going to be?
It's funny, it's that slow, doing a bit of Andrea Dovizioso. We've seen Dobby do this in the past where he rolls off.
Gap back too, these two have pulled away a little bit from Maverick Vinales in third place.
Funny. Do you know when you can sort of sense something's not...
Pain and a lot of difficulty on that motorcycle. We wondered whether he'd even bother racing today with the Marquez.
Keith, I didn't mention to you, when after the Moto 3 race you saw I went to... Well, pretty much everybody's gone for a round here. Because of the flowing nature of this track, you are on the side of the tyre for so long.
That Suzuki's all over him. Rins is not going to be intimidated by Marquez. He's proved that already on and off track.
I was about to say,
Alex, this is Woodcock Corner, which when you're starting, the rear tyre spreads out over the track as you ask for more, and the weight transfers onto the back of the bike.
Marquez, yeah. Wow, that's a lot in a lap.
It is a lot. Back to Rins and Vinales. It's yo-yoing. The factory Yamaha doesn't seem to time with that mistake. And then Maverick Vinales, 2 minutes 0.5 in front of Jack Miller. Jack Miller hasn't recovered from whatever that mistake was, or mechanical, or whatever the problem was. Still pole and Alicia Spargo, 9th and 10th. Iannone having a good ride in 11th.
Gap back down. It looks like he's, well, obviously he's giving it a go, but it looks like it is coming back down.
That traction control back a little bit more, and maybe it just allows it to spin a bit more, and that closes to try and...
The problem with Marquez, if you do go now, he gets a proper look here and bomb you, and then you might not be able to react. So exactly. I know. What you do?
Not this one. The next lap, I think Rins is going to have a go. I don't think he's going to leave it to the last. The second place man, Alex Rins.
Run out of time.
Question is, has Marquez... Oh, hang on. Has Marquez raised? Is Marquez holding the pace up?
He gets that last
a little bit quicker than the Suzuki down the back straight, the hanger straight. So we won.
Oh, Marquez was deep into there then.
Not deep enough for Alex Rins though. Right.
You know what I mean though?
Yeah, I do.
Because Rins is going to have to, if he wants to win this race, he's going to have to let the brake off.
About Marquez! He's going to be lively into Vale. He still makes the apex. Rins is still with him. Threw enough in his tyres, surely, to make this work. This is the last chance saloon for the Suzuki. Can he get on? He'll close him down. This is Farm.
Here we go.
It's corner next. I don't think he can get close enough. Marquez is good on... Well, Marquez boxing clever there. So the Suzuki cuts to the inside. He's looking for the cutback. This is where here at Brooklyn. It's going to be down to a mistake from Marquez. Marquez is boxing very, very clever indeed. But Marquez is looking for a win from pole. Marquez surely has got it done.
Rins gets it over the line.
Him on the line.
Unbelievable.
Beats Marquez at the Vinales third. Right
around the outside of you. Marquez then had to tip in early and try and carry more comfortably.
It was racecraft.
Look at that.
100%. Marquez was protecting the inside of it in the middle of that checkered flag. It's not the first place of Joan Mir as well, because he's been putting in a lot of mileage on that bike. As Marquez won it whole, but it is the Suzuki and Alex Rins who wins the race.
What a feeling.